It's 56 past 7. If you've watched my regular vlog, I made a home brew and I showed you how it was made, and I'll put that little right there if you missed it. Now, the homebrew process, as I've shown you in that vlog, it's a lengthy process in that you have to wait for the sugars to react with the yeast to create the alcohol. Now, it's been a day since I made that vlog, and the homebrew is outside on the, the heat pad. It's very cold here at the moment. It's gone down to 5 degrees. So I'm gonna go out and check if this thing has started to ferment yet. Now, if it hasn't started to ferment, what I'll do is I'll give it a bit of a shake and a bit of a shuffle, and it should kick in. But if it doesn't, well, it won't kick in the 4 minutes for this daily vlog, but at least you'll get to see, well, hang on, we haven't even seen it yet. It might have already kicked in, I don't know. Let's go and have a look. Can't hear any bubbling. Oh, hey, yeah, she's going. All right, see that? Perfect. All right, that's great. All right, so in that vlog, when I made this brew, I explained how I fill the fermenter to the very top. So it was actually filled up almost to this point. You can't see quite there because of the lid, but I did explain why I do that, and it's because you do lose a fair amount of volume because of this process. As you can see, the lid there is full with beer, and there's a bit that's kind of gone over the side. Again, probably not the best with the electricity and everything, but that's all right. So that's the best thing there. She's bubbling away, good. Everything's good. Can't quite see the temperature on it at this point, but it is cold out here. All right, let's head back in, and that's good. I didn't need to shake it, didn't need to do anything. Can't see jack out here. Wow. All right, cool. Let's get back in. So that's good to know. I didn't have to do anything to the brew, didn't have to shake it, didn't have to, well, I turned the heat pad on, which I didn't do actually in the vlog where I made the brew. I didn't switch the heat pad on because I didn't think it needed it, but I did switch it on this morning because I knew that it was going to be a particularly cold day here. That's why I'm closing all the doors up, by the way. It's warm in here, but it's cold elsewhere. So yeah, that's homebrew. That's how I make it. The next thing that I'll show you eventually will be how I bottle it. Now that'll sit there for, I usually give it a week and a half, and sometimes if I'm too busy, it extends into 2 weeks. But at least you wait to see it stop bubbling, and then you're supposed to check the specific gravity and do all this hoo-ha. I never do that. I just leave it for a couple more days and then I bottle it. The bottling process is not that fun, and it's very lengthy. To get to that point, from the can into there, probably about 2.5 to 3 hours. To bottle, it's at least double that. So not the most fun thing to do, but it is really cool because when you're doing it, you're thinking, you know, in a month from now, this is going to be a beer I made, and that's why I do it, and that's why I love homebrew, because it's your own creation, and it's rewarding when you give some to your friends and you're like, have a beer that I made, and it's super cheap. It's like works out to be used to be about 11 cents a bottle, but it's a bit more expensive these days. Probably about 20 cents a bottle. It's incredible.